trauma arrest as a result of a shot to the face.
He was almost the first person I knew, and he helped me through a lot of stuff.
Now, it just don't feel the same no more that he's gone.
In the sports world, I mean, you never expect that from teammates.
Late on November 2nd, 2024, a 911 call alerted Aberdeen police to a discharge incident in the 200 block of Center Deen Avenue. When first responders arrived, they discovered 14-year-old Jai'den Alexander Winchester-Henderson in the backseat of a car, gravely injured. He was unresponsive and had suffered a wound to the head. Despite immediate life-saving efforts by the police and EMS teams, unfortunately, Jai'den was pronounced gone at the scene.
Led police to a wounded teen in cardiac arrest.
Our officers responded to the scene and found a 14-year-old male suffering from head trauma. They rendered all life-saving measures they could, and unfortunately, Jai'den Winchester, 14-year-old male, passed away.
Sad day for the residents of Aberdeen. It's a sad day for the residents of Havre de Grace and for the families involved. We're not exactly sure why they were in our area, in our town. A motive is the next thing detectives are working on.
Jai'den Winchester, a freshman and promising junior varsity quarterback at Havre de Grace High School, was known for his enthusiasm on the field and a dedication that inspired teammates and coaches alike. Initial details emerging from the scene suggested that the incident might have been accidental. Witnesses and those in the vehicle with Jai'den mentioned that the 16-year-old suspect who had fired the weapon repeatedly claimed it had been a mistake. This initial perspective created a brief ambiguity in the community. However, as investigators continued to gather evidence and speak with witnesses, a clearer and more troubling picture began to unfold.
Sergeant Jason Neidig also says since the Sh0t police have seen a lot of speculation online, many people saying the teens were playing with at a party and the shooting was not intentional.
There's been some social media comments about this being an accident. Detectives at this time have not been able to confirm that this was an accident. Their investigation has led them to believe that this is a homicide.
Shortly after the incident, Aberdeen police had apprehended Kevin Cortez Kinsey Jr., a 16-year-old junior at Havre de Grace High School, while he was walking on Route 22. When found, Kinsey appeared distressed, telling officers he was frightened and insisting the incident had been accidental. Police noted that he had red bodily fluid on his clothes. At the scene, they had also recovered the weapon used, a firearm later discovered to be registered to Kinsey's father, which had been left in the vehicle. In Maryland, it is illegal for individuals under 21 to possess firearms, making Kinsey's possession of the weapon an additional offense. He was charged as an adult with multiple severe counts, including first and second degree fatality, first degree assault, reckless endangerment, and various firearms violations. His arrest marked a pivotal moment in the investigation as police shifted their focus toward understanding the events leading up to the tragic incident. Earlier that evening, Winchester and Kinsey had attended a Halloween party in Aberdeen where they were seen socializing with friends. Witnesses reported seeing Kinsey with a firearm and bullets at the party, which raised concerns among some attendees. Eventually, the homeowner decided to shut down the gathering, urging everyone to leave. 6 individuals, including Jai'den and Kinsey, crowded into a 2020 Nissan Sentra to leave. Inside the car, a tense exchange occurred between Winchester and Kinsey. Though the details of what Jai'den said remain unclear, his comment reportedly angered Kinsey, who reacted with hostility. Witnesses recalled Kevin verbally threatening Jai'den before firing the fatal shot from the backseat. In the immediate aftermath, Kevin reportedly exited the vehicle, appearing to search for the firearm. This act, combined with witness testimonies, casted doubt on his claims of an accident and contributed to the charges against him. A student who had been at the Halloween party reportedly made the 911 call, sharing feelings of shock and urgency while waiting for help to arrive.
Trauma arrest as a result of a shot to the face.
WJZ spoke with a Havre de Grace high school student who was at the party.
I just freeze, and then I remember calling the cops and just asking them to hurry up and bring the ambulance and to help him.
Witnesses claimed that after firing the weapon, Kevin briefly left the vehicle only to return moments later. Apparently searching for the firearm, which was later determined to be his father's.
Individuals that knew both the involved, both Jai'den and the suspect that was charged. So there's a familiarity. This is a group that knows each other. So there's conversations that are happening, the validity of which has to be determined.
Daphne Alston is the co-founder of Mothers of Sons and Daughters and is the spokesperson for the Winchester family. She says the suspect and Jai'den were teammates on the Havre de Grace JV football team. She says the family is devastated.
When you hear it on the news and all, you say, thank God my child alive. And in the sports world, you never expect that from teammates.
The tragic passing of Jai'den Winchester deeply affected the school community, where he was remembered as a talented athlete and a promising young leader. The school immediately coordinated with grief counselors to offer support to students and staff upon their return. Principal Brad Spence addressed the community, acknowledging the painful impact of Jai'den's loss and describing him as a friend and teammate who would forever be a warrior. Teachers and counselors received guidance on how to discuss the tragedy with students, recognizing the range of emotions that could arise from the loss of a classmate. Winchester's former teachers also posted tributes on social media, recalling memories of his warmth and humor from earlier school years.
Harford County Councilmember Jacob Bennett sharing in an email that he taught Jai'den when he was in first grade. He says he was funny, kind, and had a big personality. He says Jai'den had a magnetic energy that pulled everyone in, no matter the room he walked into.
We've learned that Winchester was a student at Havre de Grace High School. Harford County Schools provided WJZ with this letter that was sent to families. The high school's principal saying, "We are deeply saddened at the loss of Jai'den and will always remember him as a friend and warrior forever."
We also spoke with one woman tonight who says her son was friends with the victim.
He was a wonderful kid. He was an excellent football player in high school. I'm devastated, for my son, for his family, for our whole community. Innocent children are losing their lives over guns and violence, and it's not fair.
Jai'den's life and personality left a significant impact on those around him. Known for his leadership skills and passion for football, he had been a central figure on the Havre de Grace junior varsity football team, inspiring teammates with his dedication and positive spirit. Outside of sports, friends and teachers remember Jai'den as a caring and thoughtful individual who brought laughter and joy to those around him. In contrast, the arrest of 16-year-old Kevin Kinsey shed light on underlying issues surrounding youth violence and firearm access. Although Kinsey was also a student, athlete, and teammate at Havre de Grace High School, the legal proceedings revealed troubling details about his actions that night, casting a shadow over his role within the community.
I don't know what the relationship was with the suspect and victim, only what we've seen on social media, that they were friends.
Friends and Havre de Grace middle and high school classmates. Just south of Aberdeen, Joppatown High School, who lost 15-year-old Warren Grant in a deadly school shooting almost exactly 2 months ago, now sending their condolences to the Havre de Grace middle high school community and football family.
Following Kinsey's arrest, he appeared in court for a bail hearing where his attorney requested home detention or placement in a juvenile facility. Kinsey's attorney provided limited comments, stating that the teen was a high school junior and emphasizing his age and lack of a prior adult record. Prosecutors argued against the claim of an accidental incident, highlighting Kevin's suspicious actions immediately after the incident, which they contended were inconsistent with a genuine accident.
Now, according to the suspect's attorney, two people inside that car said the 16-year-old immediately said, quote, "It was an accident. It was an accident."
Monday in court, it was also revealed it's not the first time Kinsey is accused of a crime. They say he has a prior case that's pending in the juvenile system, but the details of that case aren't clear. His attorney not wanting to speak with us.
No response to the bail hearing?
Nope, thank you, no.
Any response to the charges he's facing?
No.
As the investigation continued, Aberdeen police urged the public to come forward with any additional information that could shed light on the case. They maintained that a few details of the incident remained unclear and encouraged witnesses to assist in clarifying the sequence of events. In the wake of Jai'den's passing, Daphne Alston, co-founder of Mothers of Murdered Sons and Daughters and spokesperson for the Winchester family, expressed the family's devastation and emphasized the urgent need to address violence among young people.
Family members of Jai'den Winchester are too devastated to talk about losing him.
Words can't express what's going through their minds.
Daphne Alston, president of the group Mothers of Murdered Sons and Daughters and a friend of the victim's family, has known Jai'den since he was a baby.
Actually, my oldest son coming last week with a photo of him and Jai'den. He took a hit after his football game, and I said, "Wow, he's getting really big, getting really tall." And then a week later, he's gone.
Daphne Alston says back in July 2008, when her son Tyreek was killed, Jai'den's mother offered comfort. Now, Alston is offering her support and advice.
I said, "I know you don't have any words. I know what you're going through, what you're feeling. And allow whatever's happening, allow it to happen. You know, just go with the flow. Don't try to stop your crying. Don't try to stop your screaming. Just go with it."
On November 6th, several hundred people gathered at the site of Jai'den's passing to honor his memory. Family, friends, teammates, and local residents held a candlelight vigil, filling the area with flowers, candles, and photos. The remembrance highlighted the deep sense of loss felt by all who knew him, as friends and teammates shared memories, describing Jai'den as a role model and friend who had inspired others to be their best. As Aberdeen mourns, Jai'den's memory continues to inspire calls for action, encouraging the community to address the underlying causes of violence and to protect its youth from similar fates.
Pictures memorialize 14-year-old Jai'den Winchester, known as a talented quarterback on the JV football team at Havre de Grace High. Teammate and friend Antonio Blackwell says Jai'den will be remembered for being a role model when it comes to helping others.
At the practice, we'll go watch the youth play, and it just don't feel the same. Ever since I moved to Havre de Grace, he's been by my side, never left. And now, it just don't feel the same no more that he's gone.
I want to show you this. 100 candles. I counted them just a few minutes ago to show the hundreds of people that gathered in this parking lot. This is the spot where Jai'den was. Friends say Jai'den was a friend, a brother, and an all-around good kid.
As balloons lined the night sky, football helmets lined the hundreds of people gathered to honor 14-year-old Jai'den Winchester.
He used to come to all my football practice. He used to show up to my games. He would help me with my throwing, my catching. He would help me with my stamina.
The Havre de Grace High School star quarterback.
He was just all around a good person, and I hate to see him go.
Those who knew Jai'den, like Antonio Blackwell, calling Jai'den his everything.
He was my best friend. I used to see him every day. He used to call my phone every day.
He was almost the first person I knew, and he helped me through a lot of stuff.
For those who Jai'den leaves behind,
He would always be goofy around him. He would always make everybody laugh. You couldn't spend a minute in a room with that kid without you laughing once.
he will forever be.
And now, it just don't feel the same no more that he gone.
Number 17.
I just wish I had told him, like, not to go. Like, just stay home, go home.
He grew into his maturity, and then again, as the quarterback, you pick for that position. Like, you're the leader, so that means a lot. They was proud of that.
I could talk to him. I'd tell him I love him.
I will be following the outcome of this case, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any updates, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. May the family and friends of Jai'den Winchester-Henderson find solace in the happy memories, and may his soul rest in perpetual peace. Thank you.